Osiris took her straight to the kitchen. He believed her at once when she said she had not eaten. There were faint shadows beneath her eyes. And after food, she would need sleep. When they entered the dining room, Valeria was still clinging to her stoic lover. Then a cheerful voice broke the moment. "But what a beautiful couple. I am glad you have reconciled." Laughter filled the room. Valeria turned scarlet when she realized that everyone had seen her wrapped around Osiris like an entangled nymph.
Osi, let go of me.
Osi?
Vale. My dear, do not worry. It is normal here. You will see it when you witness the meeting of two mates. Whether they are wolves or Lycans, you might end up blushing. At last Valeria slipped down from his arms and sat to eat. Now that things were right between them, hunger and exhaustion rushed back into her body all at once. Across the table, Tess winked at her. Valeria smiled shyly. At last, she was beginning to see not only what she had lost, but also the unexpected good standing right in front of her. But far from the warmth of the southern kingdom, the Blue Moon Pack was collapsing. Trust was rotting away, soldiers were dying, and Alpha Roger was descending into madness. Lucia had become more unstable after losing her pregnancy. Roger sank into violent depression, while Luca made reckless decisions that threw the pack into deeper chaos and death. Diana and Lorenzo could only watch. Roger no longer listened. Lucia had even struck Diana in her rage. Beta Carlos was close to resigning. And because of the disaster, they would not attend the Moon Queen's coronation. They did not know it yet. But something worse was already approaching. A deadly force was on its way, and soon the curse over that pack would become impossible to deny. Lorenzo, I do not know what we are going to do. Everything is a disaster. The king will arrive any moment now, and the pack is in chaos. Roger is acting like a lunatic, talking about Theseus all the time. He only thinks about her. Says he will bring her back and have many puppies with her. He claims she is his mate, but he rejected her, and she accepted his rejection. My son is losing his sanity. Diana, my love, we just have to let the kings decide. We will meet with the queens and hope they show mercy. And if what they say about Lady Talesa is true, maybe, just maybe, we can be saved by a miracle. At that same moment, a harsher battle was unfolding in Roger's office. Beta Carlos had finally run out of patience.
Roger, you need to take control of the pack. Lucia is acting foolishly, provoking those creatures, and we do not have the power to defend ourselves. They have even entered our territory outside the forest. But it is your Luna's fault, inciting them with attacks she cannot sustain.
I do not care what that she-wolf does. She is no longer my moon. Only Theseus is my moon. She will come back. I have sent her to find her. Sooner or later she will return, and all this will be resolved. Just let that crazy lunatic tire herself out. I cannot stand her anymore. Constantly reproaching, giving orders. She exhausts me.
Roger, what the hell are you saying? She cannot do whatever she wants. She puts us in danger, and you are just sitting there doing nothing. Forget about Tess. That Omega is no longer here. Who knows where she is? React and help the pack.
Then a violent commotion erupted outside. Both men turned toward the window at once. What they saw froze the blood in their veins. Two enormous demonic creatures were tearing through the territory, attacking everything in sight. Roger went rigid in shock. Carlos felt the ground vanish beneath him. This had never happened before. And deep down, he knew exactly whose madness had invited it. In the Blue Moon Pack, Roger watched in horror as two demonic creatures tore through the territory, killing everything in their path. He did not move. Carlos had to call a local witch for help, because the demons could not be killed. Whenever they were trapped, they vanished and reappeared somewhere else. After hours of death and failed attempts, the witch retreated into the forest at dusk. Exhausted, she was certain this was a curse of love against the Alpha's family, and it had not come from the moon goddess. Far away in the southern royal mansion, Talisa read the report and understood at once. The curse was even stronger than the power of a moon goddess. She knew her nephews would have to decide what to do next, and that the two young queens would reveal what they were truly made of. Elsewhere in the mansion, Valeria visited the caged Lycans. Many were badly injured, yet she had calmed them enough to accept treatment. That night, Lonnie finally asked her daughter to sit down. There was something important she could no longer hide.
Vale, darling, come, let us talk seriously. I need to tell you something important.
Mommy, tell me. Since I arrived, I have seen that you want to talk to me. But at the same time, I feel that you are not sure.
My child, I know where we are. I know this is the royal pack of the south, that Osiris is a Lycan king, and that you are his mate. I want to confess something to you. I'm a white witch from the Coven of Meretric. My real name is Lonaria Marote, but in the human world, I changed it to protect you. That is why I became Leonilda Ugarte. Valeria, your mother was a sister of the heart to me, and she was not human. Your biological mother was a forest nymph named Selva. Your father was human and loved Selva with all his heart. She gave up everything to live beside him as an ordinary woman, but darkness found them in the city. Someone in the dark desired your father's noble soul. In the hunt for that reward, they killed them both. You survived and I ran away with you. A year later, a witch friend told me that a Lycan king would one day take you and make you his queen. And now here we are.
Mommy, am I the daughter of a nymph? Why did you not tell me before? Is that why I can communicate with animals?
Yes, my life. Your mother loved the creatures of the forest, and you inherited part of that from her. You have always understood animals instinctively. Do you remember Killer? The Neapolitan Mastiff they wanted to sacrifice because he was too aggressive? No one wanted to go near him. You were the only one who tried to help him. I was terrified. He was enormous, and I thought he would devour you in one bite. But deep down, I knew he would not harm you. That day, the police and the animal rescue group were ready to put him down if he harmed anyone. But after barking and growling, he came to you when you called him. You were the only one who noticed he was completely deaf. He did not understand people, and every sudden movement felt like an attack to him. With time, he learned posture, hand signs, and calm guidance. In the end, a man who understood the breed adopted him. You saved him when no one else would take a leap of faith. Your gift with animals is extraordinary, and now you know why.
Mom, thank you for everything. I know you wanted to keep me away from this world, but what has to be will be.
Lonnie held her daughter with pride. The girl she had hidden from fate had grown strong enough to face it. Vale, my dear, the Sai wants you to try on the dresses for tomorrow. The coronation will be beautiful, and you must look stunning when your turn comes. Later, while Tess rested happily with Anubis, another small battle began in Valeria's room.
Vale, do not be stubborn, dear. We are sleeping in the same bed, and that is final. Stop imagining that you will sleep away from me.
Shameless. My mother is in this house. It is disrespectful to sleep together in front of our parents without being married.
Valeria Ugarte, what century are you living in? I already marked you, made love to you, and your beautiful body welcomed me eagerly. Do you really think we need permission?
Osi, do not get too abusive. Respect your mate.
Vale, let us sleep, dear. You are tired. I will not give you your antidote tonight. It will be tomorrow. I want you to rest.
Valeria blinked with secret disappointment. She had hoped for at least a small taste of that so-called antidote. The next morning, Tess woke radiant after a passionate night with Anubis, glowing like the dawn over the southern kingdom. As she and Valeria prepared for the coronation, Uma rushed into the room, nervous she might be late.
My love, I am home now. I was nervous about not arriving on time. I am a bundle of nerves. You look beautiful. My love, do you smell that human scent?
Valeria widened her eyes at the beautiful young woman. In this kingdom, everyone seemed impossibly elegant, like a living runway she had never asked to join.
I thought you would not come. I missed you so much. Come, let me introduce you to Valeria. She is Osiris Luna, my sister-in-law.
With one delighted leap, threw herself at Valeria and hugged her at once. In the dressing room of the Southern Royal Mansion, rushed at Valeria with all the affection of a charging bear, and poor Valeria nearly lost several bones in a single royal greeting.
My love, you are going to tear her apart. She is still human. Go gently.
Vale, dear, I am sorry. I am really sorry.
Hello, sister-in-law. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Vale, honey, I am so sorry. My older brother would kill me if I hurt you. From now on, I will measure my strength until you are stronger.
The three women finished getting ready while, downstairs, Osiris and Anubis received the guests. In the grand hall, smiles hid rivalry, and among the noble she-wolves and Lycans, not everyone was pleased to see who stood beside the kings. Then the hall fell silent. Thesai entered in a beautiful gown, radiant with purity and nobility, and the entire southern kingdom rose in applause for its new moon queen. Teleza placed the crown upon Thesai's head, and even those who envied her could not deny it. The sweet Omega before them looked every inch a true queen. Valeria watched in awe. Their laws, their reverence for the moon goddess, their discipline, all of it felt ancient and absolute. After the ceremony, the celebration began. Music filled the mansion, but envy still lurked in the corners, especially in the heart of Terra Meltire, who had loved Anubis since childhood. Soon, took Tess to the queen's chambers to change for the party, and Valeria went with them. But before the moment could stay peaceful, Terra arrived with 5 she-wolves and Lycans, all wearing polished smiles and poisoned intentions.
Majesty, we have come to offer our congratulations. We hope you will be happy and be able to make the king happy.
Thank you, but you could have congratulated me in the hall. There was no need for you to come to my quarters for that.
Terra's blood boiled. She could not accept that an Omega and a human had become mates to kings she considered untouchable.
Majesty, I only wanted to be respectful. You should not feel threatened by us. I know it must be hard for an Omega to see alpha Lycans and she-wolves near King Anubis, but no one could take your mate's place. We could only satisfy him if he so desired.
Be careful, Terra. Never say something so stupid. My brother would never betray his mate. If you refuse to respect the decree of the moon goddess, you know you will be punished.
Do not get upset, Your brother is too powerful to belong only to an Omega. Sooner or later, he will need a strong she-wolf who can truly please him in bed. And furthermore,
She never finished. Transformed, releasing Nefertiti. The massive female Lycan exploded into the room with terrifying force, and every arrogant face turned pale at once. In the queen's chambers, the monstrous Nefertiti stood guard, and into that frozen silence came Thesai's sweet voice. Calm as moonlight and far more dangerous.
Tara, you are truly bold. I am an Omega, but I'm not defenseless. I am the Moon Queen of the Southern Pack. You could say I am special. All right. Dear sister, would it not be good to have a serious conversation with your she-wolves and Lycans? I think we should talk to the more rational ones.
Valeria raised an eyebrow. She felt the same wild pull inside her that she had sensed near the caged Lycans. But she still did not know how far her gift could go.
Val, watch closely. We are very similar, so you must learn to be more confident. Tara, I want to talk to your Lycan. Step aside.
Terra smiled with disdain. But the next second her body betrayed her pride. Her Lycan emerged in total obedience to the queen. The others finally understood enough to be afraid.
Beauties, come here. I want to see you.
Seconds later, The she-wolves and Lycans transformed one after another, losing the battle against the beasts inside them. In that instant, Valeria understood. Tess could command the beasts to reveal themselves, and she could make them ignore the will of their humans.
I understand it is not your fault. We only want you not to feel bad. Your humans will be punished, but we do not want you to suffer.
The beasts pressed against the two queens in complete submission. Then Tess ordered them back. A second later, Tara and her friends reappeared naked, their gowns shredded beyond repair. Before they could even scream, Nefertiti lunged. Shrieking and humiliated, they fled through the crowded hall of the coronation reception while nobles, alphas, and royal guests watched the scandal unfold in stunned disbelief. Through the bond, had already informed her brothers. Osiris and Anubis nearly lost their composure, but knowing their queens were responsible made the scene even harder not to laugh at. Back in the chambers, changed into a new dress and muttered about those ridiculous girls, while Valeria stared at Tess like a disciple who had just witnessed magic.
Tess, how do you know all that? How do you know I can do those things? I am truly bewildered.
All right, dear. Aunt Talisa helped me learn some things. My nature gives me that gift, and yours comes from your lineage. They are similar but different. I can command them to reveal themselves, and you can make them disobey their humans.
At last, everything became clearer to Valeria. Her strange gift with animals had never been chance. It was blood. It was inheritance. When the girls returned to the reception, Anubis immediately approached Tess and pulled her close, already knowing his little queen had caused trouble again.
My little pup, do you have anything to do with some naked she-wolves and Lycans?
Nearby, Osiris sat down and pulled his little devil onto his lap. He already knew that once Valeria discovered her true nature, leaving this world would never be simple again.
Little devil, I know what you did to my sister-in-law. You are a naughty girl, and I will have to give you an antidote to cure that wickedness that consumes you.
Valeria blushed furiously. Across the room, Tess looked at Anubis with the same resentful pout. And in that instant, both women understood the same thing. Their punishment would come later, in private, and neither king intended to be merciful.